How you doing? As you can see, I got new glasses. The wife bought them for me, so now I can put them on my head again. Um, if you didn't notice, I shaved. I look younger. Anyways, I'm very happy about that test I did with the. Excuse me. Oh, and I'm wearing my jacket because it's cold. I'm very happy about the test, as you've seen in the previous video. Uh, there is something I figured out that I don't remember if I told you or not, but some things I have to do and going to do as far as uh, the thing. thing. Oh, one thing about the bag is that I'm going to. Let me see. Okay. One thing I'm going to do about the bag, it's got this on it, so I have to cover that up with red tape or something. So that way it matches, But I'm going to put Donnie up here. Donnie. And then the logo picture. And then all jump at the bottom. And I'm going to do it on both sides. Or maybe just one side. I don't know. I have to figure that part out. At least on one side. I'd rather put it on this side because it's clear. And I'll have to write it on, I guess. And I have to use a light marker to do on here. So that way I can show how it looks. Or how it's going to look. But with my jumper cables, I figured out something. See, it works, as you saw, but there's a problem. It's not a failure thing or whatever. It's just something I failed to realize. It's like two things. One, and it'll stop it from doing it too. One, on the back here, as you see, it kind of turns and stuff, and I have to hold this in order to turn this. And I wanted to turn it just like this right here, so with one hand. So what I'm going to have to do is find a piece of plastic, something plastic to put around here, and glue it on. Because I can get a glue that's like a model glue. Well, it was for balsa wood and stuff that, I had a RC plane that I was using, and I put it back together and everything. And I got videos of it on my YouTube channel. But doing it, and I had the glue for that, to fix the back, the tail flap thing and stuff like that when I was building it. Anyways, I'm going to use some of that to put the thing right here so that way I can hold it right here, and plus it'll keep this from flopping around and everything and tearing up. And plus I can be able to hold that, and I can be able to do like this, and this right here ain't got to turn. But, it does turn pretty good. But if I can get it to do it all the way around, that would be better to show. But what I was planning on doing, now it's one thing. Two, there's actually three things. Well, two, on the side thing, this little tab right here, I'm going to leave it like this, with the screws. It's a bolt. Leave that like that so that way I can take the heads. This is something I thought of too. And that way you hold the head, and then you can screw this part. You turn this, and it screws it on. So that way it holds it in place. And that's all you do is or you can just screw this part in. Either way, it doesn't matter. And that way you can hold this and be able to turn it, whatever. And then, I know it's, like I said before, crude, but it works, But another thing is that you see it's metal, right? So if I hook this up to a car, what do you think it'll do? See what I'm saying? I'll get electrocuted because it's got metal. As you saw in the one of the videos, it showed about how it looked on the inside. I don't feel like taking it apart to show you, but it's got metal going all the way through. Get out. Get. Go away. The dog keep coming in here. But I have this, if you didn't see it before. It's plastic dip. It's black, but it does do the trick. What I'm going to do is find, and I gotta find the pieces for that. I gotta figure out what to use. Something strong, some kind of top or something. I have to look for it and see if I can find something to match this and be able to do it. Because I gotta be able to put it on there. You know, I'll find something. I just glue it, get the glue and glue it on, and that'll be alright. Because I'm gonna have to take these off too, so it'll work. And that way it'll hold it, and I can hold it like in the back, and then turn it like this, so that way I can show it works. But anyways, this plastic dip, you know, I gotta take these apart. And I should do them one by one, but I'm gonna get a bowl, some kind of bowl, and put plastic wrap. You know, make sure I got enough plastic wrap and put it in the bowl, so that way I can pour some of this in there, and I can be able to dip these. Okay, because if you didn't see it before, this right here is good for. If you see right here, right here, insulates, where it says insulates. It's good for electric shock, heat, vibration, deafened sound. Which deafened sounds and vibrations, it doesn't really matter. But the main thing is the electric shock and the heat because of the charge. And then this part down here, where is it? Resist weather, which means you don't get weather on the terminals. You just wipe them off. There you go. You know, say like if it's raining, just wipe them off. There you go. Real simple. And then abrasions, you know, impact, chemicals, stuff like that. You know, if you run over them with your car, you know, of course you're going to mess them up. Either that or you mess up your car, your tire. But I like it because it's flexible, won't crack, chip, or become brittle, which I like. It's long lasting. And I may have to, because I did a test with a white spoon. Well, actually, it was a clear spoon, like this. It actually looked like this one, and it did really good. You know, really good on it. You know, matter of fact, let me show you. Hold on one second. It's going to smell, but at least it'll work. I'm just going to dip it one time just to show you. See what I have in mind. Okay, say this is the metal, okay? And let me do it real quick. What you do is you take it, dip it down. Oh, I forgot to shake it. Hold on. It's supposed to be black, not clear. I'll use my fork. Gotta make sure it stays close. Let me tell you this one first, so I can dip it down. And I'll show you. It's supposed to be black, not clear. So apparently when you let it sit, it'll do that. So anyways, it works. Let me show you. Okay. We're going to go down to about here. Do about that. Okay. Now that should be fine. See, now it's dark. It's black. See, this will show you real good how it works. You take this, put it in there. See how it's black? You let the stuff drip off. Okay. Wait till it stops dripping. See how it stops? It says it takes about 30 minutes for it to dry. But this is what I wanted to show you. But this part right here, it'll all form in together. And I'll show you when I'm done how it'll look. But I may have to put 2 coats on it just to make sure that it's safe. But there it is right there. And in the next video I'll show you. This will be part 1, I'll show you part 2. Okay. But I had to do it this way as a test to see what it would do and how many layers I need. So it should work. Once that dries, that should be okay. And of course it's messy. Really messy. Get black on your hands easy. So I'm gonna have to dip these. So because of electric shock, because the electric coming through here, and it's going to be coming through here. It goes all the way through, and these right here are inside of the cap. It kind of looks like this, but it's smaller and metal. You know, I think I've showed them to you in one of my videos. But they're touching metal, so I would get electrocuted if I touch them. That's why when I did the test, you know, I kind of went like this right here, holding them, because I know that if I touched this, I'd get electrocuted. And I thought about that before I even started. But it's not a failure. It's just because I got it to work. I'm just kind of fixing it a bit more to where I can properly use it. And it's not trial and error. It's just adding to it. But I didn't fail. And I did it first time and it worked. So I'm very happy about that. And just have to make sure it stays on there. And that's why I want to do the pieces around it, so that way it stays in place and it won't bend and stuff and break off, because I don't feel like having to take it apart again and fix it. But it's real simple. All I do is just take these screws off. Okay, I can take them off, 3 of them, pry it back, and then just pull this back, and there you go. But because I have to do the thing, I'm going to have to do them one at a time, so that way I can put them on here. I'm going to have to take this whole thing off. I'm going to have to figure out how to mark it. That way I can figure out which one goes where. What I may do is put tape on one of these long ones, so that way I know which one the long one went on, or which one is the first one. And I'll put tape on that side, you know, like right here, so that way I know where the taped one goes. And that way, this is, you know, just the tip of it, I'll have tape on it. So that'll be pretty simple. Yeah, it shouldn't be that hard to figure out which one it is. And what I could do is, you know, just drill a hole where the one's going to be at. So, and it would have 2 holes, which means I would know exactly where it is. And that would be the first one, which would be right here. That's where I marked. It's actually got one behind it. But that's my idea for that, to keep them getting electrocuted. And I just use this, you know. As you can see, it did what I wanted it to do, and it coated it. So apparently, it's going to coat it pretty good. Here. See, it coated it pretty good. Yeah. I have to look at it so you can see it. Did a pretty good coat. I want to see what it looks like when it's done. Yeah. I should. Ew, that was good. That would have been really good. Coffee drop. Coffee cup. Something. Get it up. There we go. Cup fell over. I don't want coffee to get all over the place. Whew. Good thing it didn't open. Strong little cup. Anyways, that's what I have. And I hope y'all enjoyed it. And like I said, I'm really happy I got a spark on it. Which actually first time ever doing something like this. So I'm very proud of this. And one thing I want to do is get the head. I'm gonna have to find something to screw on here. I was thinking about getting copper pipe, and I have little bolts that would fit on there, and get copper pipe to fit these. Okay, and make it long enough. Get a tube of it. A long piece of it. Piece of tube. I probably have to go to Ace Hardware or somewhere, or Home Depot, Lowe's, or something, and see if I can find it. And I'll look online. I was looking online, but you can't really tell because it's not in person. And plus, I have to take one of these to check and see if it'll fit. But it's got to fit this right here, and it's got to be able to. I was thinking about getting a nut and putting it on the end of the copper pipe, but I have to figure out a way to do it. And I may be able to use a little bit of JB Weld to put on it, so that way I squeeze it together and it'll hold together. That's an idea. And just try not to get in the hole so that way it doesn't harden up and I can't use it. So that's actually a good idea. That's actually a really good idea. But I'll figure it out. I figured this part out. I guess you could say in a way I'm not book smart, but I'm a genius when it comes to doing things, putting something together. And I got this stuff from around the house, and I bought the only things I really bought because my twin brother gave me the cable, and I had the old clamps. I used those to do the inside, so it worked out. All I have to do now is get the heads done. Oh, and I took pictures of the heads. Not the heads, the terminals, different terminals that I saw. With the top post, side post, and I found out that there's different connections for the things. So there's multiple facets that you can use the thing on. And this was one of the small batteries. It had like a tab sticking up. So what I was thinking, maybe design something, cut this part off. Okay. This little tab piece right here. Oh, slid out my hand. This little tab piece right here. Right there. Cut all that off in there. So that way, it's flat. And then find something that, what I thought of, because you're going to have the bolt in there, have it on the sides. Kind of touching the sides. So, right there. Instead of being through here, because the bolt would go through here. So, and you could actually put it down like that. There you go. And then this piece right here kind of resembles the idea I was thinking, but it comes up more. And I could use this as a diagram. And I found out that, it's not exactly, if I make it this size right here, it'll fit good. This size. But that's what it is. And then I found out that they're not exactly the same size. Because if you look at this, right here, it goes all the way to the end. But if you turn it this way, like that, see, like that, see, it doesn't go all the way over to the end right there. See, you got that. So, and then see how that one does. Well, further anyway. But if I make it the same size as this one, that'd be the side post. And they do have different sizes of that, so we'd have to make different, figure out the sizes for them, and that way they have the different sizes. But for right now, this is going to be my test, and I'll have a certain battery to show, what it does, and they'll have the battery things for the different terminals, and just like this one, that's for that actually came off of a motorcycle thing, so I had to show how that one would work. Either that or llama, or something like that. But that's what the terminal looked like, because it had one this way and one this way, kind of facing like that, or like this, or something like that. You know what I mean? But that's it. I'm gonna cut that off, and well, actually, I don't need to cut that part off at all, because I'm gonna do it on the sides. Like this. It'd be like this right here, and it'll fit a little bit on each side and hold, and kind of go around the thing and have like a little hole thing and fit over it, or maybe make it flat. It's according to how the cable looks, or maybe just fix it to where it'll go over it somehow. I'll figure that part out. The cable will go around. Actually, cable will go around it. Go around the cable like a horseshoe, and fit down over it so that way it slides over the cable. That's an idea too. I'll do that. That'll be that idea. And then this one, that'll be the small battery. I'll use the. That's why I got it, because it actually fit over there. So that'll work. Okay. But that's what I have so far. And I'm going to put these in here before I lose them. That's that way I have them. But like I said, the test was good. Gave a lot of spark too. And that was just the terminal, the adapters. So I know that when I get it, it's going to have a strong current going through it. The way I designed it, you could actually have a moped jumpstart a car. And I'm doing that. You hook it up to the car, walk over to the moped, hook that one up, and then once you walk back to the car, as soon as you sit down, you go around, sit down, turn the key, and in theory, the way I have it figured out, it should start right up. It should be like instantaneous, almost instantaneous to start up. It's got to get some kind of juice, but you got to have the moped running, or it'll just drain the moped. We could probably do a test without the moped on, or find a moped that we could test it with, and see how it works. But that's what I have so far, and I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry it took so long, but I wanted to talk about the invention thing and stuff, and I'm really psyched about it. Now I see it working, and to me, I'm a genius. To me, I'm a genius. I don't know about you, but book smarts I'm not. But as far as my invention, I'm a genius. Because, I'm surprised. I'm really, really surprised that no one ever thought of it before. It's very simple, and it will save a lot of time for people. And it'll help a lot of people. People with severe arthritis, it'll help them. And it'll be a quicker charge. You don't have to mess with them as long. All you do is just put the connected pieces, and if we don't have it, then the idea is that, say, like, if we don't have it, you take a picture of it, of your terminals, send it in, and then once they're made and produced, you'll get a free copy, a free set. The first one's free because you come up with something that we didn't have to help us make money off of something we don't have. So that'd be part of ours, it'd be part of the set, and which would actually be pretty cool. So, but it's like our gift to you, or to the person that had it. But all the choices, I'm gonna find all the terminals I can and different types. There's buku types and buku ways to jumpstart your engine or your charge your battery with the different connectors. So I'm trying to make it as simple as possible with a push-pull system, and it'll give a lot faster charge. More electricity to go through your things because it doesn't have teeth on it. It's got plates. You know, just like the thing. Just like that right there. But yeah, you do like that right there. Just like this. You know how it has teeth. You got 4 spots only that touch. Okay, mine is a plate, and you touch the whole thing. The whole part touches, not just part of it. So you get more electricity going through, which is one reason why I like the heat part and the electric shock protection. See, in mine, it's just solid connection as opposed to just 4 little connections. It's 4 little connections. And that's all it's touching. But with mine, you get the whole thing. You get more coverage. That's why I say you can just use a moped to jumpstart a car because you get more electricity. It's faster charge because of that. So which means that as long as the moped's running, it'll do it. So, but that's it for now, and later.